Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Dr. Ijaz Ahmad Tatla, and we are in ninth week now. And in the first session of ninth week, we are going to discuss about the teacher evaluation in Pakistan. For the same, we will be discussing in these slides. I would like to advise you that you may have paper and pen with you, and when you are listening this video, then listening and seeing both this video, then highlight the difficult points that are not understandable to you. You may write them, and once this video is finished, you should review your points and the hindrances you feel to be understand. Sum up them in a question form, and you are most welcome to post them on the Google Classroom. I would be replying them. Moreover, we can discuss it in the end of the class on Google Meeting so as to make clearer to you and have a certain different point of view from yourselves. Let's see what is about teacher evaluation system in Pakistan. In the course content, the course naming performance evaluation for the educational personnel, for the program MPhil education, leadership and policy studies. In this unit 9 that falls under the week 9, it has been described there the teacher evaluation performance evaluation system in Pakistan should be discussed in preview of the national professional standards for teachers. Let me share with you what are these national professional standards for teachers in Pakistan. Luckily, towards introducing these national professional standards for teachers, I would take this opportunity to share with you that these standards have been framed by the personality, Professor Dr. Munawwar Sultana Mirza. She have been second Vice Chancellor of University of Education, Lahore. And finally, HEC approved these professional standards, and you may find all these document of regarding professional standards on HEC website. So it's our pleasure that our Vice Chancellor have leaded the team, or she framed all these professional standards for teachers. Here is Government of Pakistan is committed to improving the quality of education, which depends upon the quality of teacher education. So to enhance the quality of teachers, national professional standards for teachers were developed. You know, teacher education means the institutions providing professional education to the students who are supposed to be the future teachers. Like you are registered in a degree of research, Master of Philosophy of Education. So this education means the teacher education. Otherwise, there are other disciplines, but your specific discipline is for teacher education. Moreover, PhD in education, Masters in education, Bachelor in Education, M.Ed, B.Ed, B.Ed Honor, all these degree programs are offered under the umbrella of teacher education program. So when all these people are studying, then it is very necessarily uh, needed to be aware them about the professional standards to be taken into consideration while they are supposed to be in the field. They would be in the field. They should have take into consideration all these standards, because on the basis of all these standards, the quality of teacher education is enhanced and the quality of the teachers specifically will also be upgraded. So to upgrade this quality of teachers, these national professional standards were developed. This was the philosophy behind the development of these national professional standards. Moreover, I should share with you, as for the profession of lawyer, surgeon, engineer, there are the councils from where they have to take some certain license. So the license providing agency have some certain standards on the basis of which they have to verify or rectify the content uh, learned by the individual, and they do certify that personnel and award them such certification. Similarly, in teacher education, it is supposed to be launched some license. The personnel having that license will only be capable to teach, or for any of the person who wanted to be teach have to earn that license. Therefore, that particular license will be based on uh, the these professional standards. If he or she who have taken some certain teacher education from any of the institution, this agency will will go through the uh, content and courses that person have studied on the basis of these standards. National Professional Standards for Teachers were developed by Policy and Planning Wing, Ministry of Education, Government of Pakistan in February 2009, with the technical support of UNESCO and financial support of USAID. According to Dylan William, every teacher needs to improve, not because they are not good enough, but because they can be even better. It is supposed teacher would be good enough. So there is more room to be much better. So to meet that level of enhanced betterment, they are supposed to have some certain trainings. Here are those 10 standards for teacher education. Standard one is the subject matter knowledge, the content knowledge that is supposed to be delivered. Human growth and development. No doubt, whatever the subject matter is supposed to be taught to the students, and specifically the students of teacher education who are supposed to be future teachers, they must have some certain understanding and knowledge about the human growth and development. This standard provide the facility to upgrade the growth of human and to develop them. Standard 3, knowledge of Islamic ethical values. No doubt, being a Muslim and in an Islamic society and country, the teachers from the society are supposed to have certain level of knowledge of Islamic ethical values. Stand for instructional planning and strategies, because the major duty of teachers is planning their lessons and planning the strategies, identifying the strategies towards the delivery of their content. So this standard deals with the instructional planning, that that is the methods of teaching and the strategies, whatever the teacher is going to be adopt in the classroom. Standard 5, assessment. Without assessment, it is not easy to know about have any some certain feedback and to assess the level of understanding of the students and to know about the achievement of objectives. So whatever the SLOs are the objectives of the content and class, only way the assessment is the process through which the students, the learners can be graded about their learn levels. Learning environment. As far as classroom is concerned and the school environment or the institutional environment is concerned, overall environment of any of the education institution should be the learning environment, rather it is towards the classroom learning or it is to the procedural learning of the institution. The teachers are there to deal with the content, and parallel they have to perform different certain managerial uh, activities, curricular and co-curricular activities. So towards all these, it is very necessary the environment should be the learning environment. So the standard 6 deals with the learning environment. Standard 7, effective communication and proficient use of information communication technologies. No doubt the bulk of knowledge and the deep understanding about the things is incomplete without any effective communication. So to make the communications much effective and proficient, the use of information technologies is very necessary. So much so during this class, in this semester, you have to learn through some sort of technologies. Without information communication technology, it was not possible for all of us as the university, as teachers, as the administrators, to convey you the content, to facilitate you at your doorstep in this worst situation of pandemic COVID-19. The only way that made us easy to contact with you and deliver lessons and to equip you with the semester understandings is only this. And up to what extent our communication uh, is proficient and effective, your learning uh, enhances accordingly. Standard 8, collaboration and partnership. So that is the collaboration of stakeholders and partnership as well within the institution towards the betterment of all the societal role of the institutions. Standard 9, continuous professional development and code of conduct, because different sort of academic situations are emerging and enhanced day by day due to the integration of information technology. And across the world, uh, we have to uh, make eligible our teachers to compete the globe. Therefore, uh, to aware them, to equip them with the latest improvements and progresses, it is very necessary to have some their professional development that is due uh, within 3 years or every year through some refresher courses, workshops, trainings. And the code of conduct is very necessary to uh, towards the management. Without this, some sort of discrepancies are highlighted which demotivate the learning process and create hindrances towards the professional development and coping with all these standards. Standard 10, teaching of English as a second language. Because at large in all of the institutions, we are supposed to opt the medium of instruction as an English. So to deal with this situation, it is very necessary teaching of English as second language has been the core component of our teaching learning process. Without this, it is impossible to communicate and develop the capacity of our teachers and students to meet the global needs. Let's discuss separately all these standards. The first one is subject matter knowledge. Teachers know and understand in-depth knowledge of the subject matter, that is the basic concepts, theories, history of the subject, the new emerging concepts, results of researchers, and latest trends at national and international levels. The relationship of the subject to the disciplines and its usability in practical life. This is all about the subject matter knowledge. Standard 2, human growth and development. It deals with the understanding of the teachers about how students construct knowledge, how they acquire skills, and how they develop habits of mind. Individual differences among students are required to be learned. Diverse style of learning, because in the classroom there is diversity regarding age, health, socioeconomic status, demographically as well as the ethnographically. So it's very necessary for the teacher to understand the diverse style of learning. Motivational strategies to achieve and perform excellently. It's very necessary for the teachers to know about the relatively improving and the currency of strategies to be used to perform excellently. Treat all students fairly. While discussing about human growth and development, it is very necessary for all of the teachers because they have to deal with the HGD. So it's compulsion for them to treat all the students fairly. Otherwise, there will be some problems in the way of students to learn the things. Standard 3, knowledge of Islamic values, ethical values, In this standard, the teachers know and understand the Islamic code of conduct, beliefs, prayers, and ethics in the light of Quran and Sunnah, the values which are globally accepted and are being promoted. Essential principles of Islamic values in the textbooks create a safe, secure learning environment in the context of ideology of Islam, because it's very necessary to know about the ethical values in the class. There might there there is supposed to be the diversified class towards the religion. So specifically in our situation in Pakistan, there is Christianity, there are Hindu, there are Parsis, there are Mirzai. All these people are not Muslims, but these might be the member of the class. So according to the Islamic ethical values, teachers have to cope with the hikmat and guidelines of Islam, how to deal with those people who are not Muslims. Standard 4 is about instructional planning and strategies. Here in this, teachers know and understand the aims, goals, and objectives of education as well as of curriculum for specific subject. How to plan instructional strategies based on the student's needs, development progress, and prior knowledge. General methods of teaching and pedagogy needed to be opted by them. Specific methods of teaching different areas of the subjects, and an amalgamation of the methodologies to be used at the same time to make lecture much effective towards the understanding of the students. It's very necessary for the teachers to learn about the latest techniques of instructional planning and the strategies. Standard 5, assessment. Teachers know and understand different types of assessments to assess students' learning and performance. The results of assessment to evaluate and improve teaching and learning. The belief that students' deficiencies are opportunities for learning. Fair assessment and reporting to the students and families. So, as earlier I discussed, the assessment, there is the uh, core role of assessment towards the students' performance. On the basis of these assessments, the families are reported and the deficiencies of the students are highlighted to uh, be rectified. Standard 6 is about the learning environment. Teachers know and understand how learning takes place in the classrooms, how the classroom environment influences learning and promotes positive behavior for all, how classroom participation supports students' commitment to learning, the role of students in promoting each other's learning, and recognize the importance of peer relationship in learning. So the environment in the classroom, learning to conducive to learning, develops only when the teacher's role is effective. He or she might opt some certain type of cooperative learning, participative learning, um, on job learning. So when the behavior of all of the people is positive towards learning, the learning will be much effective. They have to facilitate each other. They have to uh, guide each other. Moreover, any of the deficiencies of the peer can be highlighted and collectively be supported him towards the removal of those deficiencies. This also makes the learning environment much better. Standard 7. Effective communication and proficient use of information communication technologies. No doubt, the current world is of the world of gadgets. There is a multiple number of technical gadgets needed to be used for communication, for teaching, for imparting knowledge in the classroom, outside the classroom, for managerial purposes, for assistance to the peer, for assistance to the students, to guide them, and also to handle and manage them. Therefore, the importance of verbal, nonverbal, and written communication in the teaching and learning process is very necessary to be known by the teachers. Teachers also learn here how to use computers and instructional and research and evaluation tools, because the world is going to be the paper free. So to create green environment, the use of paper is very necessary to be lessened and maximize the use of online sources available. Now the use of available diverse technical tools at work, videos, cameras, phones, computers, so and so are required in their classrooms. Standard 8. Collaboration and partnership. Teachers know and understand the importance of effective school-home interaction that contributes to high quality teaching and learning. Different approaches to collaborate effectively with parents, professionals, and community, recognizing the role of parents, guardians, and other family members as a child's teacher. So the involvement of all of the stakeholders towards the students' learning is very necessary, as it enhances their learning and remove any of the difficulties and problems towards their learning. The role of society, the role of parents, the role of management towards the classroom learning of the students have been accepted at large, and moreover from the society, the community, parents, professionals, and other consultants can enhance the ability of learning of the students through collaborative work, collaborative approach. Standard 9. Continuous professional development and code of conduct. Teachers know and understand the demands of professional code of conduct. So they have to deal professionally in the classroom, in the institution, with the peers, with the students, with their junior and seniors. They don't have to establish their personal judgments, their personal friendship, their personal relations. No personal relations in the profession. There are the professional relations. How educational research can be used as means for continuous learning, self-assessment and development. The latest research in the field can guide and lead towards the continuous learning and self-assessment that results on the personal development and the professional development of the teachers. How to develop and maintain a personal professional portfolio. It's very necessary for teachers to know about the latest changes going on in the system and to equip them with all these through some certain approaches, workshops, and participation in seminars, conferences, meetings, and some sort of refresher courses. Sharing successful professional experience with others is also a sum total of the professional development. The novel teacher, novice teachers can learn from their seniors, from their experiences, from their expertise. The senior and the experts are required to focus on their peers who are junior in the field, to learn them the uh, professionalism and the core values of the system. Standard 10 is about teaching of English as second language or English as foreign language. Teachers know and understand the status of English language in Pakistan. Strategy to enhance learning in English and learning of English as language. So these are the both different terms, different strategies, learning in English and learning of English as second language. It is very necessary them to identify and analyze the learning difficulties in the English language and use of simple English language along with supportive use of Urdu for effective teaching and learning purpose. So these uh, are all 10 national professional standards for teachers performance, yeah, teachers in the Pakistan. We have discussed in detail. The second component is about the what is the role of Directorate of Staff Development and Teacher Evaluation. Let me discuss about it in detail. How the Directorate of Staff Development uh, plays its role towards the professional development of teachers and their evaluation at that stage. It's very necessary to introduce you about the Directorate of Staff Development, that is known as the DSD. Now its name has been converted into QAID, that is the Qaid-e-Azam Academy for uh, Education Development. Earlier, this DSD have been in practice to conduct the different refresher courses for the teachers, in-service teachers. When those refresher courses were about of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and up to the 4 weeks. But currently, its role has been changed. They are in practice to offer the courses for the novice teachers. When the person is selected as teacher, before going to his job place, it's very necessary for him to complete a 4 weeks training at Directorate of the Staff Development, that is directly towards his professional development and awareness about the profession, how to he or she have to work on ground, on job. Moreover, the role of Directorate of Staff Development in teacher education and teacher evaluation have been also as offering the courses of teacher education, like associate degree in education, and also they have been offering the Bachelor of Education Science B.Ed honors 4 year programs. And earlier, sometimes when there was in practice the certificate of teaching, that was CT for people have done intermediate, and then they were supposed to teach in the middle classes 6, 7, 8, and also primary teaching certificate that is known as the PTC. The candidates who have passed their metrics and wanted to become teacher of the elementary school, primary school. So they were offered a 1 year certificate program at the platform of DST. Uh, but at this time, PTC and CT, both of the certification have been declined. There is the starting degree, that is Bachelor of Education, B.Ed, and B.Ed honors. Earlier at this stage, currently, all at the bachelor level after graduation, the program is being offered. Sorry, after masters, B.Ed 1.5, M.Ed, and B.Ed honor. All these are equal to the 16 years of education. So this 16 years of education make the capable to the participants to teach at elementary and secondary level. Let me know about.